Share the video. Hello boys and girls, I just stopped. I had a question asked to me. Peace and blessings first and foremost to everybody that's watching. Please share the video. It's all in knowledge, but I was asked a question on how us as black people can unify. You know what I mean? Basically like everybody else. I'm gonna give you a way that we can do it in agreement way. Nobody looking over each other's shoulder. As y'all can see, I'm in my truck, did a run. I'm headed back home, but I'm on a 10-hour break right now. And bear with me, I'm gonna move around a little bit as I conversate, but we're gonna start off by saying this prayer. Thank you, universe, for everything. I ask you continue to guide and strengthen, show us the way. Continue to bless each and every one of us with peace, love, and happiness, and most of all, long life and longevity and communion, because we got to have communication if we have nothing else. But the question was asked to me on how is it that we can unify. Okay, first and foremost, hating and all that got to be out the way, but we got to trust each other. And I'm not saying trust each other by word, we got to trust each other in deed. And what I mean by that is, okay, mentally we got to communicate with each other. First of all, if you're going through something, I'm going through something, let's be that big brother and that big sister, or that little sister and that little brother, and let's communicate with each other and help work our way through each other's problems. All of us go through some of the same thing. Remember, there's nothing new under the sun that hadn't already been done. And I tell people what I have prayed for, which is a past tense, is wisdom, knowledge, guidance, courage, understanding, discernment, and love. And it's not gonna take that much work. All you gotta do is take a little bit of effort. Now, financially, all of us can come up out of this condition as a whole, not as a solo. If I make $1 million, if I make $1 billion, yeah, I made $1 million, I made $1 billion. So it's hard for somebody that done took and put their work and effort in to make so much financially and just give it to somebody. But me personally, what I do is I'll support anybody. If you got an idea, if you got an idea on a dream that you're trying to pursue, how I would do it is I would make sure whatever business or whatever you're trying to go into, that you incorporate it, so I advance you that money under my LLC, INC, or my sole proprietor. So while you got your insurance or whatever wrote off, while you got your insurance or whatever on your business, then instead of you going into these banks trying to get a loan or dealing with these SBAs or all these foreign lenders, you can come to me as a brother, just like other brothers in the organization, because there's a lot of people in these 50 states that are black American that has it. And no disrespect to no other race, but I don't want nobody else minded within the organization what I'm trying to create. You know what I mean? Hopefully y'all agree on that. Another thing is, if we do come up with an agreement for us saving and making some money on the outside of us giving each other knowledge, all we gotta do is come up with an agreement. Just say you work here, I work there, she work here, she work there, or however we do it. We come up with an agreement where we save so much a piece weekly, every 2 weeks, or every month, however we do it, and everybody have a chance to make their own deposits in whatever that account is and get their own receipts. And how we do it with this agreement is we make sure can't nobody remove no money unless all signatures are present. So unless all signatures are present. So therefore it eliminates anybody saying, well, he gonna take from me or she gonna take from me, or blase blase. You follow what I'm saying? You ain't worried about looking over your shoulder once you make your deposit, because you know can't nobody go in that bank and remove nothing out unless all our signatures are present, unless we just elect one person. And I don't suggest that. I feel like all of us need to be able to see exactly where our money are going. All of us need to be able to go on the account and see how it's growing, whether we're doing it weekly, bi-weekly, every month. You know what I'm saying? And we can start small. Do you all understand how much $25 a week will do it? 4 people? 4 people doing $25 a week, that's $100 a week, $400 a month. Just imagine if you got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and we got this money going in an incorporated account in a urban Afro-American bank. You know what I mean? Not knocking the other banks, but like I said, I want to keep everything amongst us. And there are some out here, we make sure everything is on the up and up, and we do it that way. So therefore, all the material things in life that we want, that all of us are trying to seek and get, goal setters. You know what I'm saying? Write down what it is that you want for yourself. Me personally, I write down my goals and I put them up on my pillow. You know what I mean? Because that's for me to see. I put them in my, let's say, my man book. You know what I mean? This is diaries, but that's feminist to me. I don't knock whoever do that. But let's say your man book, or your little black book, or you know, your diary, however you want to do it. But yeah, that's how I think we could do that. I think and I'm gonna move and groove because I like to keep stuff in perspective and on time. I think if we unify like that, you know what I mean, that'll build the trust up in us. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I'm not gonna trust nobody with my capital, but if we got an agreement in place, I think that'll solve all that. You know what I mean? Any suggestions, leave a comment down at the bottom. You know what I mean? If you don't have an understanding on something, or if I don't have an understanding on something, instead of you belittling me, me belittling you, which it'll never happen, let's communicate with each other and figure out how we can find solutions instead of problems. We know what the problem is. Hey, you cut the news on. I know in Georgia it's 2, 5, 11, and they used to have a 46 or 10, but I haven't watched the news in a couple of years, so if I catch it, I might be in a barbershop or something like that. So we already know what the problem is. Let's fix it. Let's talk about the solution. We know if there's a red light, if you run it, you're liable to hit somebody, somebody liable to hit you. You know what I'm saying? So we got to think before our actions, because remember, behind every action is a reaction. And I'm going to leave y'all with this. There are 3 games in life: chess, checkers, and Monopoly. With checkers, what you do, you move fast trying to get jump, get crown, and move all around the board. Let's eliminate that, because if you move fast like that out there on that concrete jungle, and yes, I mean concrete jungle for the simple fact, man have laid concrete over the jungle. You move all the concrete, animals use the ones roam there. So that's the jungle. You follow what I'm saying? We're going to eliminate that, because if you move like checkers out there on the concrete jungle, you're going to miss some or you're going to lose your life. Scratch that. The next 2 games in life is Monopoly and chess. With Monopoly, what you do, when the dealer first give you, when you first get on the board, the dealer give you $1,500. That's income tax check time. What most people do, they income tax check, they blow it. So instead of blowing it, let's learn how to invest. I know how to invest. I'm quite sure some more people here know how to invest. I'm not the most advanced person in the world, but that's what has helped me survive, by investing in some of the things in my refrigerator, some of the items I got, like Apple phones. You know what I'm saying? I invest in Android, Nike, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. All these things are publicly traded companies, so you can't invest in them, follow them, you know, buy low, sell high, keep some, and let's keep it going on. That's how it go. Because you came into the world with that, you're going to leave with that. So we got to utilize everything. And last game, and I'm going to let you all go with this. I think I don't went a little too long, but because I'm trying to get ready so I can prepare myself, lay down, watch me a little movie on my tablet, and then up, and I'm out of here tomorrow so I can park this unit and get to somebody else to drive. You know what I'm talking about? Because the guy who was driving for me, he got a little problem going on right now, so I covered his route for him. Chess. Remember this. If you don't remember nothing else, we got to think before we speak. Think before you move. And the strongest piece is the queen. So we got to mentally get ourselves right here, come up with our agreements, and let's unitize the way we're supposed to. Peace. Blessings. Go!